Mergers and acquisitions. Let's sing the mergers and acquisitions song. Crypto mergers and acquisitions. Coinbase acquires FairX to roll out a crypto derivatives offering at some point in the future. Now, 3 is a trend here, and that's why we're talking about it. First, we got FTX buying LedgerX, and Crypto.com made a similar acquisition late last year, causing observers to wonder if crypto derivatives, basically betting on the future price of certain crypto assets, is the future of big centralized exchanges here in the US. Notable development, interesting stuff. Of course, Coinbase is publicly traded, is probably the largest of the 3 there mentioned, and interesting to see them going this direction. I'm going to toss this to Naomi for her thoughts on the crypto derivative scene and this acquisition by Coinbase.
Yeah, I mean, it's always so interesting to see mergers and acquisitions like this happen because it's kind of an insight into how regulation in the US works, right? It's easier for a company to buy out a whole nother company than get a license on their own. That says something about the state of play here that perhaps is tilted in favor of people who are already in the industry and already set up. That's not really a good state of play if new people are at a disadvantage and there's people who have been in for a while, things are just running smoothly to them because perhaps they got in before regulation got so tight. So I thought that was just an interesting thing to look at. It's also interesting to see Coinbase go further in this direction, perhaps offering different products going forward. Gosh, like I just want them to offer the earn product. I just want to be able to stake things and earn interest, SEC.
Not going to happen.
But no, the SEC doesn't want us to be able to earn interest on our money. So instead, Coinbase is jumping through all kinds of other hoops and buying companies and trying to get like roundabout products that might do similar things, but probably won't even come close. It's interesting. I'm a little bit frustrated with crypto regulation in the United States, but I'll throw to you, David, for your thoughts.
Oh, I actually mostly had a question. Is this, when we talk about FTX, is this FTX US? Because I thought they were big on derivatives in their main platform.
Yes, I should have specified. Okay. It is FTX US, which finalized its LedgerX acquisition not too long ago.
Yeah, I guess all I have to say about this story is I'm going to be very interested to see how it develops because, regulators, and apologies to Naomi, but just in terms of the situation on the ground, regulators already not a fan of crypto in a lot of ways. And once you start looking at derivatives, I'm sure they're going to get even more antsy. So I'm not familiar with the intricacies of the regulatory regime here, but I would, if I'm looking at it from Coinbase or FTX's perspective, this is probably a bit of a roll of the dice, a little bit of like hoping they can actually get this through the gate and not have somebody stop them from doing it because obviously derivatives, very high risk. And also just, as a message to people who are thinking about using these products, very high risk, be sure you know what you're doing, et cetera, et cetera. Jen, did you already get in or are you on the queue?
I just have something quick, and then I saw Zach's hand go up before mine, so I'll just go quickly. Naomi, I completely agree with you. I think I said the same thing when FTX made that acquisition, and now we have Coinbase I can't speak English, acquiring FairX. And, they already are regulated with the CFTC. And so it just makes a ton of sense, I think, for these behemoth companies to get these little scrappy startups. I think FairX is quite young. I think they only launched in 2021, already getting acquired. And so I went on LinkedIn this morning and took a look at their team, and they have quite a skilled team. So I'm interested to see how much of the team Coinbase is going to retain and what they are going to do with those people. The team had a lot of experience in the traditional financial sector, and a lot of really interesting regulatory experience on their team. So it'll be interesting to see how Coinbase uses those skills and those people.
Yeah, I was going to just echo what Naomi said. I mean, I think in startup land, there's this concept of the acqui-hire, right? Where you acquire companies and you bring them in, you bring in the talent and you sort of absorb them into your existing company. Now, there's also sort of this concept of the acqui-hire of key regulatory licenses and from financial regulators here in the US. And I think that's what we're seeing here. We're probably also seeing an acqui-hire in terms of the talent that Jen alluded to, also kind of being wrapped into the fold. But it is interesting to see these big companies make a lot of money. They go on an acquisition spree. They purchase up some licenses so that they can again offer additional products to their users and keep them coming back for more of those sweet, sweet coins. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out and whether or not it'll get the blessing of regulators to go forward.